inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Colorado's offense will take the first swing of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll do it himself. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Touchdown, Kansas State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got a man, it's Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Grabbed on the outside, it's Oakland. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes trouble. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Twin receivers on both sides of the field at 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. He's got it still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Time Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. To the air, it's Salter. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Complete downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Turning on the Jets. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3 from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he got loose. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because...
It's a... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not...
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, what a call by the defense. The zone blitz, kind of mix it in, do a good job making it look maybe like man, bringing the linebacker, so much speed, so quick, right in the quarterback's face. He had no chance.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Miller. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great...
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The sure hands, it's Miller.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running to Green. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Pressure coming. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. He's got it. A lot of room to the right. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And the Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense playing a bail technique. The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Johnson looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this 2nd half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Salter. Quarterback now breaking the field. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Knocked down for the tackle. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Going up top again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
It's a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He's got an open man. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Johnson looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Got some room headed to the goal line. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Touchdown, Wildcats! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
It's so nice to have a running back where you don't have to block it perfect, and he can make guys miss and break tackles like he did right there. Give that second effort and get in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Salter. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Turning it on. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Here comes the heat. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Grab behind the line. It's Atkins. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffs! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the option. Got room to work. Short gain on the play before he slides. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move at the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Crosses the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Miller. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Salter. Got him downfield. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So a drive there of 85 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side now. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
To the air, it's Salter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game, final drive coming for this offense. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Caught behind the line. It's Welch. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Got a man. It's Welch. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, defense, now you need a big play. You got the incompletion. You need one last play to keep this offense out of the end zone, and you win the game.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.